Let's bring them on, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, my people, and welcome to the Sn95 Power Channel. And I have to say, man, forget those exports. I think I found the perfect junkyard score. Now, you know, everybody loves those export, tail lights, and I'm not knocking it. My man Darius, gosh, man, I hope I don't let the cat out the bag on that, Darius. But yeah, he just purchased some side mirrors and escort tail lights for his Sn95. But what I have today, I think, is more coveted than side mirrors or tail lights. So let's get into it. Now, this isn't it. This is something that I purchased that's going to help audio quality as I get this car out, and as I'm driving it, I'm really going to use this to enhance the audio quality and let you guys really get a better sound of how this car is in real time, because I don't think the sound from the audio setup I have right now is giving it justice. But let's get over to the meat of today. Now, this is the fine of fines. You might say, maybe some of you non-Sn95 people might look at this and say, well, I don't get the big deal. Why is this important? It's important because these wings are still attached. Now, this is something that you cannot buy. Nobody makes a reproduction of it. I know new-ish guys, they have some options as far as reproduction radiator covers, but us Sn95 guys, we're just out. And if you have an Sn95, the majority of us out here, these winglets are broken off, either one of them or both of them. Even on mine, don't mind this. I'm just trying to mock something up real quick. These are Scott Rod radiator covers, but I have this one, which is fine, but this one is broke. And if you check the marketplace, you'll see these things are go for over $300, and that just shows you how rare these things are. Now, this one has a couple of scratches on it, really right here. It's not in bad shape, but the main thing for this is the wings are attached, and this was a junkyard find. You'll probably see the video that I'm going to post. I was out in the junkyard talking about motor builds, and well, you'll see that video. So hey, if you want to know the topic of me finding this radiator cover, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. It's a hot video. It's gonna stir the pot, so I suggest you hit the bell and subscribe to get a notification for when I drop that. So what we're gonna do right now is, it's pretty dirty, and we're just gonna recondition it. Now, I'm not gonna use any chemicals. I just got some soapy water, some Dawn, some Back to Black, and just some basic things to scrub it down and to dry it off. So let's get started on this. So I really want to be careful with bending these wings. Now, it's in a good spot right now. I really don't have to worry about damaging them. So let's just saturate this down real good. If you want to use some chemicals, you can. I don't have any chemicals available, so that's why I'm not going to do it. Yeah, let's just throw a little bit on this also. Since I grabbed it, just get it nice and saturated. Now we're going to let this sit and soak in, and then we'll come back and use an agitator and clean that stuff off. All right, so let's go to the mitt first. And I just want to get this a little wet. And I'm just going to rub this in. I like this just because how pliable it is. I can actually use my fingers and feel around some of these creases and get in these holes. You know, I can work around. So I really like that. Like I say, you want to be real careful around that area right there. You know, you want to put a little pressure, but not so much where you have to worry about damaging it. So I'm using one hand to kind of hold up on it and using it as support. I'm gonna do the same for the other side. And the main thing is just being careful not to damage, break those wings. Like, that's the most important part of this piece, which is ironic because the majority of the airflow of the radiator, you know, it comes through this part. But the thing that's most coveted about these is these wings staying intact. So from a functionality standpoint, you know, the wings don't really do much, but you know, for the complete look of this piece without the wings, you know, everybody just kind of give you the side eye. All right, we're gonna flip this over. So you see how I'm grabbing it. And I'm gonna do the same thing. Spray this down real good. This was actually a real good score. Like, I would say this is my second best score out of the junkyard. First being, of course, is my tubular GT40 intake. And I found that off of Ford Explorer. Go figure. But this is, like I say, probably my second best score from the junkyard. And I did one time find a built 4R70W transmission out of a Mark 8 one time. I would say those are my top three. The transmission, this radiator cover, and the tubular GT40 intake. The backside, I'm not going to go crazy on it. This front side, I'm gonna give it one more wipe down. All right, so let's give this a little wipe down. Right here. All right, we're gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna move over to the back to black. All right, so let's shake this up real good. Yeah, I've used this stuff before and it works real good. So I'm applying it very heavy. Just left on this, but no. All right, we'll let this sit for a quick second. Get our clean microfiber and give it a wipe. Now I might have to add a second layer of this, but I think it's coming out pretty nice. Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't tear this thing up when they was taking the parts off this car in the junkyard. Normally people, when they pull in parts off cars in junkyard, they just go ballistic and tearing stuff off. Yeah, I think that made a big difference. Really like the way it looks. I think we'll add one more coat to it. Just right. Yeah, this looks great. All right, so that's my finished product. Like I said, I think this was a sweet score. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I don't think it's a bad idea to have 2 of these. You know, honestly, I'm not that concerned about mine being broke. You know, to be honest with you, this is not a show car. So, you know, if I wanted a car that, you know, I was trying to take to Poison the Smoky and win some kind of award or something like that, and yeah, I would need something with, you know, the radiator cover being fully intact. But, you know, for me, it's not that important, to be quite honest with you, because this is just not that kind of car. Now, there are some people out here who, you know, even though their car is not, you know, in shows to try to win, they still want this total complete look. So that's why this part is so coveted. So if you agree with me and you think this part is highly coveted, then leave a comment down below. But hey, do me a solid and tell a couple of people about the channel. I appreciate your time and God bless.